Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. Today we are going to play with a brand new vehicle in the game, right? It is a Battle Pass tank. It is Object 265T. I must admit I do not know anything about this mother trucking tank. But we are going to test it together. We will play 3-4 games live and we will try to figure out, is it okay tank, it's not so okay tank, and whatnot. And also one more thing, some Battle Pass tanks got buffed. So what we are going to do in tomorrow's stream, we are going to be focusing purely on the Battle Pass tanks, and we are going to pretty much gain the knowledge so we can make a video what tank to get from the Battle Pass in most likely order, to talk what is good about the tanks, what is bad about the tanks, and I think it is going to be very, very useful thing, right? Meanwhile, thank you very much for your positive feedback and your positive comments. 99% of the comments or 90% of the comments that we receive during the live streams, we are pretty positive about why we have made a decision to block the index page for ad block users. Some ad blocks are instantly obviously updating it and trying to bypass, so we are playing the game cat and mouse. Once again, the main reason why the things are looking this way: index is free, you do not need to pay a single penny in order to access the index page. I know amount of the ads is so disgusting, it is insane, it is pretty much unwatchable, and I'm being sarcastic, right? So that basically means I do not really think that we are crossing the line, right? Thank you very much for everyone who disabled the ad blocker. Big fat thanks for the patrons. I can see the bigger amount of the folks that joined the patron forces. Thank you very much. Remember that you can, if you make a decision to support us financially, you can connect your patron account, and pretty much you are not going to see any ads in the index page. And in the same time, fellas, you will see the link in the description down below how you are disabling ad block if you cannot figure out that on yourself, and there is nothing shameful in that. I'm horrible with computers as well. That being said, where the object armor goes, frontal it's 250, lower plate 210. If you are trying to side scrap, you are pretty much 270. Everything looks fine and everything looks okay until you are meeting some tank that can actually penetrate you, right? If we would take a look into, let's say, M103, right? You have met M103, he loaded gold, this tank is useless, right? Although, we need to keep this in mind that this vehicle has an auto-loader, right? Or I supposed to say auto-reloader. You are doing 390 alpha damage and you are reloading 11, 14, and 17 seconds. So pretty much reverse auto-loader, right? With pretty horrible gun stats. But once again, I do not want to focus on the stats that much. I want to see what this mother trucking tank will bring for us whenever we are going to play with it, right? So let's go straight into the action. Okay, very first battle, Mannerheim Line standard battle. Okay, now what we are going to be focusing whenever we are playing with this tank, we will see overall how tank feels like, how this auto reloader works, is it actually worth attention as a platform and whatnot, because from my experience I can tell you that rear mounted turret tanks can be quite a mess. And I have a feeling that armor of this vehicle is significantly worse compared to VK-45 tier 9 super heavy tank, right? So it is going to be an interesting to see how the combination of the things will work in the Soviet tank. Let's put that in this way, right? All in all, I do not really know what to expect, apart I believe that the gun handling is going to be a stinker, okay? I want to believe that the gun handling may be something else and it may not be the most enjoyable one, but that's about it, you know? Other than that, I do not really have any other expectations where this vehicle goes, and I expect nothing. I literally expect nothing. That being said, oi, Hori will cancel me, literally. Hori will slap me so hard that I will forget my name, and there is nothing what I can do about that. At this point in time, we are just simply waiting until they would make one or another mistake. You see, this mother trucker has the penetration out of this world. This mother trucker has the penetration out of this world. I simply do not feel like I would be able to do absolutely anything for him. And yes, as you can see, I'm kind of side-scrapping here, and I'm pretty much trying to punish him and get some good things done. But this is going to be rough. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is going to be a rough situation, fellas. It's okay, we are going to be fine, we are going to survive. What we want to do now, we want to prioritize the upper side, because pushing on the tank destroyers in this situation won't be pretty, I can tell you that much, right? Plus on top of that we have some sniper schnitzels on top of the hill over there here as well. Where the game goes, it is rough. It is rough, but we are strong, mother truckers, we are not afraid, we are going to be okay. All we need to do, we need to figure out the way how we could get a bit more use. That's a good way. He's on the reload at this point, I like it. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Cobra is going on the reload at this point in time. So what we need to do, we need to keep punishing him every single time whenever he is messing up, right? That's all we need for a full happiness. And yes, and we are coming closer, and we are coming closer, and we are coming closer. My idea is not to allow him to escape. Unfortunately, he did escape, that's okay. We got 2,000 for ourselves, that's great. And we still can annoy them. We still have plenty of the ways to be annoying for the enemy team. Not ideal shot for the AMX. Although, I can tell you that the gun handling definitely doesn't feel like, oh my bananas, I'm playing with E5 or something like that. No. Where the gun handling goes, it is definitely debatable and it is definitely questionable, but that's to be expected. I cannot act surprised, right? I did not expect to get Leopard as a tank for myself, right? Let's begin from that. Unfortunately, we missed the shot, that's okay, doesn't really change anything. The best thing of all of this is that 53 TP has the strong, the weak upper plate and strong lower plate. Unless he has an angle like this, then we can go for the lower plate overall, right? But all in all, it's not a rocket science to deal with this mother trucker, so we are okay. We are aiming for a shoulder here, that's good. What an interesting tank. I mean, and I am a top mother trucker in this game, right? I do understand this and I get it. Trust me, I get it. But overall, it feels very, very, very weird. Maybe in the positive level weird. Huh. Would you look at that, fellas? Would you look at that? Very interesting situation. As you can see, all we are trying to do, we are trying to figure out what this tank is made of, right? Is it actually a decent tank or is it a pile of caco? And so far, it has its points. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Also, one more thing I think that is very worth to highlight is that it is a new tank, right? What new tank means? That means people do not know how to penetrate it, right? It is extremely important thing to say. The time will come when everyone and their mothers will figure out how to penetrate this tank. And Ayasu was sitting here in the back, he just simply slapped me. It's okay, not a big surprise, I'm not acting surprised, and overall, I feel like that was fine. The thing is, whenever I pushed over there, I thought if Ayasu would be sitting here, I would be taking one for the team. But apparently it wasn't the case. It's okay. For a first game, 4,700 damage? Not bad, not bad. Let's see the score. Surprising, fellas, surprising. 4,700 damage, 80 assisting damage, second class, high caliber. We are first by experience, first by the damage. And we lost a bit of the credits, but that's to be expected. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I do not hate this tank, fellas. After first game, I would say, it's not horrible, huh? Very nice. Okay. Round number 2. Look at this matchmaking. Tier 8 matches all day long. O2 server, by the way. Interesting. Very interesting. Ensk encounter battle. What we are going to do, we are going to make a hardcore pressure towards the enemy team here. I think it is no-brainer, and I think it always works just fine. Whenever I play from this spawn, I really like to get involved and to get in there, right? So this is what we are going to do, and I think this is a proper way to do the things for us. So, that being said, let's have some fun. That's 1. That's 2. Beautiful. Now we have kind of protection against the Mr. Nomad, which is very, very nice. We have a charioteer here as well, which doesn't really change anything too much for us. That's good. I would love to see do they have any sniper schnitzels or light tanks sitting in this area, and I want to believe that they do. They always do. But it's not going to be priority for us to blind fire, right? We can outspot them in a very easy way, just like so. And now this gentleman is down to fartable. What that basically means for us, that basically means that he's dead. Beautiful, very, very good. And now all we need for a full happiness, we need to keep making pressure over there. I'm not going to stop. I am just going to go like mother trucking heavy tank, right? Simple as this. That's all I am dreaming about. That's all I need. Beautiful. The guy is eliminated, and now we are making pressure up front. I'm not stopping here for a split second. I am just crossing like so. And my mission is to pretty much say hello for Cobra or Gusor the tank or whatever else mother trucker that we are going to meet here, right? Because I want to believe that we should be able to meet them. Meanwhile, Cobra found a decent angle to slap me. That's okay. This is the price you are paying whenever you are playing with rear-mounted turret tanks. If you do not understand the tank shape and form, this can be unfortunate. Meanwhile, object just fired. That's okay. I want to get involved just like so. Even though Gusor the tank punished me, I don't really care too much. I am trying to hit object in the face. Luckily he missed the shot. So now we can try to craft a bit better angle, and now we have a real nemesis over there. Now object came and rebalanced me. Yeah, that was my fear. Okay, as you can see, this vehicle doesn't really have too much of the issues to be penetrated even frontally, right? The armor is going to be an issue, fellas. You cannot really side-scrap with this tank that well. I think the angle which we side-scrapped was somewhere around this angle or something like this, whatever that is, right? Your lower plate is still very, very weak, so this is going to be quite an easy penetration for enemies, and please keep this in mind. We haven't met the bloody tier 10 that would load the gold, and if we are meeting 260 with a gold, Yoptarai, he's going to humble me like there is no tomorrow. I can promise you that this vehicle isn't epic tank or it's not a good tank. It's probably somewhere around the average category, at least for what I can tell now. It has some weaknesses, but to a certain extent you can play a bit aggressively as well with it, especially against the lower tiers. You can show a bit of the dominance, right? It's interesting. It will take some time for us to get used for this, but we will. Anyways, let's see the score. Okay, we are back. 2,800 damage, a bit of assisting damage, 3 kills. Unfortunately, we lost the game, but that's fair play and that's fair situation. I cannot complain too much about that. Where the profits goes, we would lose 5,000 credits, although we are paying the full price for the consumables, so we need to keep this in mind. It definitely hits profit margin. Okay, round number 3, Mountain Pass Standard Battle. Okay, I know exactly what we are going to do here, and there is two options how we could play the game. Actually, maybe even three. Go through the bridge, go here, and go to this area. I actually want to believe that we want to do something else. How about that? I changed my mind midway. Yes, I changed my mind midway while heading to position, right? So what we are doing, we are making a bit of pressure like this. I will most likely try to be aggressive. I hope I can take this position and just simply push straight forward. I'm a bit afraid of the T-95, and I very well should be. But in the same time, there are some meatballs that we could claim. For example, Maushan could be a good meatball, Vazak could be a good meatball, maybe even T-30, but T-30 is spotted in the other side. So yeah, what we are going to meet, Chieftain P, Maushan, and T-95. On the positive note, where the Chieftain, where the T-95 goes, he should not be in the position until we are going to reach this corner. So that is definitely a positive thing for us, right? So maybe we can even make a bit more pressure in this way. And in the same time, if you would pay attention what is happening here, I think there is a tiny possibility that we could make pressure this way, and we could simply get some use of the Mr. Gsor, the tank, and whatnot. I'm not waiting for those 4 seconds. I don't think it is the right play. Just eliminate him from the game. Unfortunately, we missed the last one. Gun handling can be derpy one. It's okay. Let's see, do we have T-95 sitting here already? No, we do not. Okay, good information, thank you very much. Let's try to play here. Very interesting. Very interesting. I know that most of the enemy medium tanks made the decision to play simply over there. I get it. But I am looking for the meatballs that I could actually farm, right? And yeah, we found one. Mr. Maushan sitting here in the back. Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that. Beautiful penetration. Whenever he is going to turn for us, we will try to shoot him. Right? Good. Thank you. Another beautiful penetration. Very good. And one more. Oh, Maushan is surprised. He had no bloody clue that I have auto reloader. Beautiful. Okay. CS is sniping from the back here as well. That's okay. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay, he's showing side for us, so we are just simply punishing him. Very interesting tank. I do not want to say that the tank is good, but I do not want to say this tank is bad either, right? I don't want to say that the tank is ideal by any shape or any form. What a weird mother trucking vehicle. What a weird mother trucking vehicle, fellas. It truly is. It truly is. We get slapped by Leopard, but that is a fair slap. I kind of deserved this, right? Because Leo has extremely good gun handling, so I cannot act surprised guy hitting me into cupola. It's just how Leopard tank goes, and it's just what this mother trucking tank can do. Meanwhile, Maushan loaded gold, so he penetrated us frontally without bigger issues whatsoever. That's okay. The biggest problem with the Maushan in this situation is that, unfortunately for us, we cannot outspot him, and we cannot spot whenever he is peeking exactly. This is the biggest issue. Obviously, speaking about the team is melting. Not the first time, not the last time. I'm not surprised. I'm not sad. I am kind of used for this, right? But once again, we are focusing purely on the tank, not on the victory, right? I really do not want to get frustrated where the game goes about not having the team, right? I truly do not want to get frustrated. So whenever you are not thinking about the victory, it is okay. It is okay. Beautiful, very nice. He will try to flank us, because he doesn't know that we have auto reloader. I do not hate this tank. I think this tank, what it does, it is somewhere around 3 to 3.5 level of the goodness. Sure, the tier... speaking about the tier 9s. Tier 9s has the very high expectations for me as a tier 9, because let's get real, what is the best tier in the game? Most people would say tier 9 is the best tier in the game, and we have extremely good vehicles over there, right? So yeah, and speaking about this tank, I don't really think it touches the top by any shape or any form. At this point, for what I've seen in those 3 games, for me this vehicle is sitting somewhere around probably 3.5 territory. Also, one more thing, if I can compare this tank, probably I would think to compare it with a 7.52, but I think 7.52 is just simply better because armor of the 7.52 is just different shape and different form. One more thing, I must admit I do not hate this auto reloader. I truly do not hate it. It feels kind of alright and kind of okay. 3.9 thousand damage, 50 assisting damage, a sniper schnitzel, it's completely fine. We lost quite a bit of the credits, that's understandable. Now, our performance after 3 games, we played for 3.8 thousand average damage. That's great. It is not bad whatsoever, and this is just a first sniff with the tank. I will definitely play more with this vehicle tomorrow, and we will try to do our best to master this tank and to rate it in the index page as well. Also, speaking about the ratings, we are getting very close to be done with the tier 10s. All we have left, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we have left 6 tanks to rate, and after that I need to do homework to recheck everything after we are done. So today, main job is going to be done, and I am very, very happy how the new system looks like and how it just simply works, okay? I'm super happy and I'm super excited about this. Anyways, love you all. Thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate you. Thank you, and see you very, very soon. Skills out for today. Peace.